Hello, welcome back to the JavaScript Developer Full Stack Developer tutorial series. Today we're going to be learning about JavaScript functions. Functions are kind of the main, some people call them objects. Everything in JavaScript is either an object or everything in JavaScript is either a function. They're both kind of interchangeable from my worldview, but let's just talk about JavaScript functions. So there's multiple syntax of how you can define a function. I think for now, let's just use the var keyword like we've been using for everything else. So var, and we'll say hello, and we say equals a function. Now, you do these two little braces here. Whatever we put inside here will be our parameters. Okay, that we can pass to the function. For now, let's not worry about that. And we've already seen this. This is a function called log, which is living on an object called console. And so let's just say hello for now. Okay. So I'm going to just copy this and paste it into our console and then run it. Alright, and now notice that nothing happened. I just defined our function. So if I want to run that function, I can just say hello, and then I do these two little parentheses. Alright, and that runs the function that executes this bit of code whenever you call it. Okay, that is a JavaScript function. Alright, so now let's do another one here. Let's say name, or to who, like who you saying hello to. Okay, so I didn't really go over this in the strings video, which I probably should have, but let's concatenate a string. So that means adding two strings together. So you just use the plus sign and add another string. Okay, and that's how you add strings together. And then I'm just going to say to who. Alright. I don't like word wrap, I apologize for that. But so what it's going to do is going to add this string hello with a little space at the end. And then it's going to add it to your name is with a little space on the end, and then it's going to add whatever we pass it, whatever this variable to who is. Now to assign a value to who, we just pop in a variable, pop in some data right there. So let's copy it again, paste it in our console, so it's updated. Okay, now we can run say hello, and we'll pass it a name. Alright, and now you can see what happened here. It added our three different strings together. Our hello string, our your name is string, and then whatever we passed it, which is the to who value right here. And that is how you pass a parameter to a function. You can pass multiple parameters. Okay, so let's try doing something like what we learned from the last video. Let's check for the second conditional. So what we're going to do is we're going to check that this exists. So we say if age, and in JavaScript, if you just pass it a variable like this, it will return true in the conditional if it exists. So if this exists is kind of what that means. So if age exists, if we passed it something to age, then run what's inside here. Else, we're going to have a default, which will be the same. We'll just leave the default the same. And here in age, so if they do pass something to age, so if we pass it two parameters, we're going to run this first block. If we pass it one parameter, we're going to do the default. That's kind of what we're going for. So if age, I'm just going to copy this and and basically we're just going to extend it whose age is, and then plus whatever age is. Alright, so let's run that bit and put it in our console. We'll run it. Now if we just hit the up arrow twice, we can run it with one parameter, and I apologize, hit the back button. Let me paste that back in there. One moment. Okay, so if we run say hello, it's an overloaded function, is what this is called, and we can pass it one thing, okay, or we could pass it two things, and it will handle both of those conditions differently. So if we pass it one parameter, it'll do that. Also, if we pass it, we can try something, just poke it, see what happens, pass it nothing, and you'll notice that it still falls into this else clause, except this is just undefined because we never passed it anything, and we see that string undefined right here. And this is our basic introduction to JavaScript functions. I'm trying to keep these videos pretty slim and beginner based right now. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys are coming along well in your development skills. Thanks.